But this Carpentier has packed places. Wherever he's been, he's drawn them in. And Steve Stanlee of Chicago is certainly no pushover for Édouard Carpentier. And here comes Steve Stanlee right now, the former Mr. America, with his very blonde hair. There he goes. In easy. Carpentier following him. So I think we're about ready to go. Let's go up to the ring and Jerry Hiff. And that's H-I-F-F. That's for the information of some people who wrote me.
In the red corner from France, weighing 220 pounds, Édouard Carpentier. Right in the white corner from Chicago, weighing 235 pounds, Steve Mr. America Stanlee. The referee, Bert Maxwell.
This Édouard Carpentier still has no knowledge to speak of the English language, and usually has an interpreter around with him. All the rules have been explained to him before the bout by his interpreter, although he has been here long enough now and has done enough wrestling in France to know all the rules. He knows enough to reach out and see whether or not Stanley's got any grease on him. He just smiles at Stanley there as Stanley tries the same. So, Mr. Stanley wants it that way. Well, Stephen is going to get a lot of action. Look at the physique on this young Frenchman. There's Stanley with his strut, his blonde hair, reminds you something of Buddy Rogers, except I don't think he's quite as unscrupulous as Rogers. He got a little of the same that time. Stanley's got a terrific physique.
The enjoyment of a good majority of the crowd. Detroit and Boston are 1-all as they play late in the second period.
It was pretty close to a pin. Wrist lock and a kick to the back by Stanley. Stanley still doesn't believe it. He wants to ask Maxwell if it's true. The head scissors by Stanley. Stanley still trying to get the answers from Bert Maxwell. Never get them from Bert because Bert doesn't know either. One way to make a takedown. Look at that bridge. Stanley weighs 235 pounds. I tell you, this Carpentier is sensational. Stanley with that twisting armbar. showing his muscles off to the television cameras out. Somebody told him where our cameras were located, I guess. An arm drag and a takedown, and if he wants to play those kind of games, he's got them. Even Max was laughing at that one. It didn't work for Stanlee, the same as it did for Carpentier. Well, here's an arm stretch. Well, I didn't think it could be a hair pull, and as he says it isn't a hair pull. That was a nose pull that got him over. Didn't quite get up in that flip. And he reversed that hold in a hurry. Stanley's way of breaking it, and then come the boots, and then the fist over the eye, and boy, he's got Carpentier a little bit groggy. A little more of the same. All the way over. And that's it. Well, that was a fantastic ending to this bout. He's got the crowd on his feet. There he is. If he wants it tough, Carpentier can give it to Mr. America tough. And that twister he didn't like. Oh, there's Mr. America. Mr. America was reduced to Mr. York Township awful fast there.